what did you do in the war, Daddy?
Well, I'm glad you asked, because my early life was perhaps not quite as you think. A bit older than you, with other young men of my age, I first learned to march, curse, and drink. We were skinny and young, as our names were called out, given press-ups and running for fun. But it was a dark business we were preparing for, and for that business we were given a gun.
But what did you do in the war, Daddy?
I'm glad you asked, because there were good times, with us boys now believing we were men. We were now brothers in arms and proud of ourselves, immortal, with no thought of dark ends. Comrades, mates, call them what you will, I made some lifelong friends, some of whom only ended those friendships when enemy bullets brought their lives to an end.
But what did you do in the war, Daddy?
I'm glad you asked, because things got tough, and it's only right that you know some of the facts. When war clouds gathered and we were called to fight, me and the boys were naive and keen to act. Like men before, we sang those songs to grow our strength and lessen our enemy. But it seems they had their own songs, in which we featured, but as the bad guys, we as their enemy.
But what did you do in the war, Daddy?
Well, I was glad you asked, but I regret it now, as the memories come flooding back. We were boys to men and quickly back again as we faced a gut-wrenching task. Discipline and marching both play their part in getting a squad in step. But when the bullets and bombs are coming your way, you have to look deep in your heart and keep your head. It's for king and country, you are taught. That's the reason you must fight. But when the shit hits the fan, then you find yourself fighting for your mates on the left and the right.
But what did you do in the war, Daddy?
Now, I'm not glad you asked me once again, as the truth will hurt me and perhaps also you. Me and the boys were good at our job, as soon our fallen enemy knew. There was shouting and screaming as the enemy fell, but my training taught me not to feel. And after the bullets, we closed with our foes. The end came with me thrusting cold steel. I'm ridden with memories that should be forgot. They're visceral and cut like a knife. Somebody somewhere still grieves for that enemy, including me for taking that life.
But what did you do in the war, Daddy?
I wish you'd not asked, because I really wasn't ready to relive that previous life. It still comes in the night when I wake in a sweat. I never thought I'd have to say it aloud in daylight. The demons are real and stay with me now. Perhaps it was a price that needed to be paid. But I have the doubtful privilege of remembering it all, unlike my friends who gave all and are now dead.
But what did you do in the war, Daddy?
The war? The war does not exist. We all have our own and must meet it on demand. The youth of a nation must decide what they will fight for, be it politics, their family, or their land. My own war was hard fought in a foreign land and left me with more memories than friends. But that time we were needed, we made the choice to go forward, some to the bitter end.
But what did...
No more questions, young one. You've asked of me, and I gave you my feelings and thoughts. What nightmares you have should be monsters and clowns, not caused by my time in the war. I will say I'm proud of the service I gave. For king and country, I did what I could. But would I pay the price if asked to do it all again? Yes, in a heartbeat, I would. Now the questions are over. It's pajamas, bed, and sleep. We rest easy tonight because people out there still take the king's shilling, and for our peace they will a sentinel keep.